Let us have discussion in part 7 aldehydes and ketones videos. Here in this one, two more reactions are there. Already we discussed the two reactions. They are called the aldol condensation reactions and cross aldol condensation reactions. What is the speciality of this aldol and cross aldol condensations? Here the carbonyl carbon atom, where the alpha carbon atom is attached, it should have the hydrogens. That is the compulsory. That means these two reactions will be taken place where the alpha carbon atom is having the hydrogens. That is alpha hydrogen atoms. So that is compulsory in these two reactions. Suppose any aldehyde or ketone aldehyde is there where suppose we know C double bond O H and one more H if you take it. If you take it, it can be written as HCHO. This is called the one carbon atom aldehyde. It is called the methane and methanol. Okay. So this is the carbon atom aldehyde where the alpha carbon atoms are not there. That means without having, that is absence of alpha hydrogen atoms. Alpha carbon atom is not there means alpha hydrogens are also absent. So in these components, that is this type of aldehydes, they will go a special reaction that is called the Cannizzaro reaction. Cannizzaro reaction. In the Cannizzaro reaction, what is the specialty is that the aldehydes and ketones where or aldehydes where alpha hydrogen is absent. Alpha hydrogen is absent. That aldehydes, two molecules, they will undergo self oxidation and as well as the reduction. Both reactions will be taken place. Any reaction where the two reactions are taking place, that type of reaction we are calling it as disproportionate reaction. Disproportionate reaction. That means disproportionate reaction will undertakes where the aldehydes in which alpha hydrogen is absent. Oxidation also will be taken place, reduction also will be taken place. Already suppose when these two reactions are taken place, okay, in an alkali, what will happen? What type of products we will get it? So that is the most important. If you take an aldehyde, any aldehyde, okay, on oxidation, that is two molecules will be taken place. On oxidation, that is strong oxidation. What will happen? In oxidation, an aldehyde is converted into acid. Aldehyde is converted into acid in the oxidation, but in the reduction, it will be converted into an alcohol. CH2, CH3, CH3OH. Alcohol. That means two products you will get it. That means what will happen? Cannizzaro reaction suggests that where the alpha carbon atoms are absent, or you can say alpha hydrogen atoms are absent in the aldehydes, that is only one aldehyde only we will take it, we will get. That is methanol. In the methanols, two molecules of methanols, in the presence of an alcohol, that is sodium hydroxide or whatever it may be, strong oxidizing agent, like what will happen? One molecule of aldehyde will be converted into an alcohol. Another molecule is oxidizing into acid, and one is reduced to alcohol. That is two products we will get it. So this is called the Cannizzaro reaction. So this is the most important. Generally here we will take the potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide strong alkali. In the presence of alkali, oxidation and reduction, both reactions will be taken place and we will get the both products. So this reaction we will call it as Cannizzaro reaction. So they will ask, suppose CH3CHO in this one, that is two molecules, is it undergo Cannizzaro reaction? Is it undergoes Cannizzaro reaction? No. Why? Cannizzaro reaction means where it will be taken place, where the alpha hydrogens are absent, but here alpha hydrogens are present. So that's why in this reaction no Cannizzaro reaction will be taken place. So Cannizzaro reaction means alpha hydrogens are absent. Best example is methanol only. Okay. So that is about the Cannizzaro reaction. So this is also more important. Similarly, what are this aryl aldehydes are also they will take place. Aryl aldehydes, CHO, okay, and benzaldehyde, and one more, CH, O, C double bond OH, and CH3. So like this, that means where the alpha hydrogens are absent, so they can, in the presence of concentrated potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, they will give the benzyl alcohol, that is one, they will give the alcohol. Benzyl alcohol means CHOH, benzyl alcohol, and another one will give the benzoic salts, that is C double bond O, CH3, and here H is there, here K or potassium hydroxide means benzoic acid salts they will form. Benzoic acid salts they will be formed. So this is the Cannizzaro reaction of this component. So this is the most important, go through, that is benzyl alcohol and sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate or potassium benzoate. So like that salts will be formed, benzoic acid salts will be formed. So one more reaction is there. What is that reaction? Last reaction of this one. And again, oxidation, electrophilic substitutional reactions. Electrophilic substitutional reactions. Suppose in the aldehyde or functional group of carbon, okay, C double bond O H. Generally, this carbonyl group, what it will do, generally already we know that this reaction, it will go here and it will come here and forming the negative. Okay, that means the electronic density is going towards the oxygen. Then what will happen? This carbon atom will experience the electronic withdrawing from the benzene ring. Electronic withdrawing group of this carbonyl group. So that's why what will happen, if they are giving the electrons towards this one, the reactions will be taken place at ortho and para positions. But if electronic withdrawing group is there, then what will happen? It will experience the additional charges will be taken place at a meta position. At a meta position, withdrawing group is there. Then suppose if this carbonyl carbon aldehyde benzaldehyde, if it is treated in the presence of nitrous mixture, HNO3 and H2SO4 mixture. Nitrous mixture, if you take it, what will happen? The nitrogen group will be added at the para position and the aldehyde will be there. That benzaldehyde is having the meta-nitric position. So that's why this name is given as meta-nitro-benzaldehyde. Meta-nitro-benzaldehyde. Or if you take it this as the 1 carbon, 2, 3, that means 3-nitro. Okay, benzaldehyde. 3-nitro-benzaldehyde. Like that, we will get, this is the special, since now in the organic chemistry, we did not get any meta components. So here this is the most important nitrous mixture. When the benzaldehyde is treated with the nitrous mixture, you will get the meta-nitro-benzaldehyde. Meta-nitro-benzaldehyde. This is the product that we are getting. Since it is the electronic withdrawing group from the benzene ring. From the benzene, it will delocalize. That is benzene, it will electronic withdrawing group by the carbonyl carbon. So that's why here we will get the meta-nitro-benzaldehyde. So this is about the aldehydes and ketones. Now last position, last point, uses also, yes, we will have a discussion. Only 4 or 5 uses are there. Those names we should know it. Okay, let us see. Uses of aldehydes and ketones, I listed some of the important aldehydes and where they will be used. First, formaldehyde or that formaldehyde solution, if it is 40% solution is there, that solution is used in the biological laboratory to store the to store the animals, that is fossils and all. That is formalin solution. That is, this formalin solution is useful in the preparation of a hard plastic, that is called the bakelite. That means bakelite is the formaldehyde product. Okay, that is the formaldehyde. If it is a 40% solution, if you take it as this one, that is called the formalin, which is used to store the biological specimens. That's all. Second one, urea and formaldehyde. Urea formaldehyde. It will, these aldehydes, they are using in the preparation of glue. That is glue and polymeric products. Polymeric products means cloths and all. Glue, that is paste, that is gum and all these things, they will be used to prepare this one, urea and urea formaldehyde product. Next, acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde is used to prepare in the preparation of acetic acid, to prepare the ethyl acetate, vinyl acetate and drugs. So that is useful in the preparation of this acetaldehyde. Next, benzaldehyde. It will be used in the preparation of dyes industry and perfume industry. That is benzaldehyde almost all. This is the main aldehyde where you will get the perfumes. That is useful in the perfumes, different fragrance. Next, acetone, ethyl methyl ketones. These two are used in as the industrial solvents. That is many products they will dissolve in this one. Acetone and ethyl methyl ketone. Varnish will be dissolved in the acetone, like that. And butyraldehyde and vanillin, acetophenone and camphor. These are the four important products where they are favorable for the odor and the flavors. Flavor, vanilla flavor we are using, we are eating also in ice creams and all. Butyraldehyde, this is the important one. Odors for smell. Acetophenone, camphor, these are used to kill the insects also, that smell. Odor and flavor, vanillin flavor we are using. So these are the important uses of, some important uses of the aldehydes. Okay, this is the most important. Ketones are also there. Ethyl methyl ketone also it is used. Aldehydes and ketones uses. Just you make this tabular form and read 2-3 times, so that wherever whatever the things are used, that is bakelite. What is the important product? Formaldehyde. Okay, of course chloroform and all these things we will use to prepare this bakelite. So like this, these are the uses of the aldehydes and ketones. So now aldehydes and ketones, everything is completed. Only carboxylic acids, that topic is there, how they will be prepared and how the nomenclature will be given, how they will be prepared and what are the uses, reactions, those things we will discuss in the next 2 more videos. Thank you.